Work pressure, financial stress, business conflicts, everything has a cause and a solution. Buddhism is not just a religion, it is a treasure trove of wisdom that helps us understand karma, cause and effect, letting go, and mindfulness. When applied to work, it teaches us how to manage emotions, make wise decisions, and lead both our business and life in the right direction. Let's explore these profound lessons to achieve inner peace and professional success. Have you ever felt trapped by your own beliefs? Have you ever wondered if the principles you follow are truly leading you to freedom or simply chaining you down? Welcome to this journey of self-discovery. In life, we often believe that our faith or principles are the absolute truth. But what if those very beliefs are the chains that keep us from true freedom? Stay with me through this story, a story of enlightenment, wisdom, and how we can break free from the illusions that confine us. When principles become shackles. In a small village, there was a man named Ravi. He was a strict ascetic who followed every rule meticulously. He believed that rigid discipline was the only way to enlightenment. One day, he met a wise master who asked him a question that changed everything. If you carry a boat on your shoulders after crossing the river, does it make sense anymore? A boat helps us cross a river, but once we reach the other side, we must let it go. Similarly, principles are tools, but clinging to them can turn them into burdens. The truth about emotions and the mind humans cycle through 3 states of emotion: joy, sorrow, and stillness. But have you ever wondered, where do these emotions come from? A young woman once came to the Buddha, devastated by the loss of her beloved child. She could not accept reality. The Buddha gently told her, "Bring me a mustard seed from a house that has never known sorrow, and I will bring your child back." She went from house to house, but everywhere she found grief. She realized a profound truth. Suffering is a part of life. Only by accepting it can we find peace, love, attachment, and letting go. The greatest gift you can give someone is the freedom to be themselves. Many people mistake love for possession, but true love is not about holding on to someone. It is about letting them be who they are. A young man was deeply in love and wanted to keep his beloved forever. But his wise teacher told him, "If you love a flower, don't pick it. Let it grow, let it bloom, let it be." Letting go is not losing. It is allowing things to unfold naturally, without force, without control. A lesson in freedom and wisdom. Once, a man came to the Buddha and hurled insults at him. The Buddha simply asked, "If someone gives you a gift and you do not accept it, who does it belong to?" The man was stunned. He realized that anger and hatred could only affect him if he chose to receive them. Our minds can be our greatest weapons or our greatest prisons. If we blindly cling to beliefs, we will always be trapped in our own illusions. The final lesson: be a light unto yourself. Seek the truth, but never let it become a cage. We need beliefs, but we must not let them become shackles. Use wisdom to observe, understand, and live a truly free life. So, what is holding your soul captive right now? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Have you ever felt like your mind is a battlefield where stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts fight for control? You wake up already exhausted, overwhelmed by responsibilities, haunted by past mistakes, and anxious about the future. No matter what you do, peace always feels just out of reach. But what if I told you that calmness isn't something you chase, it's something you create? For thousands of years, Buddhist philosophy has held the key to inner peace. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are battle-tested principles that monks, seekers, and spiritual masters have used to transform their lives. And today, you're going to learn them. In this video, I'll share 7 Buddhist rules that will help you free yourself from stress, silence the noise in your mind, and embrace a life of clarity, strength, and lasting peace. Let's uncover this path together. Or rule number 1, let go of what you can't control. There was once a man standing by a river, furious at its rushing currents. He shouted at the water, demanding it to slow down, to flow in a straight line, to obey his will. But no matter how much he resisted, the river continued its course. Exhausted, he finally sat by the shore and realized the river was never the problem. It was his resistance to it that caused his suffering. Life is no different. We waste energy trying to control things beyond our grasp. We replay past conversations, wishing we had said something different. We fear the unknown, desperately clinging to plans that fall apart. We try to change people who don't want to change, but control is an illusion. You can't stop the rain from falling. You can't change how others behave. You can't undo the past, but you can control how you respond. Lesson: be like the river, flowing, adaptable, unstoppable. The moment you accept what you cannot change, you reclaim your power. Focus on what you can control, let go of what you can't, and find peace in between. Rule number 2, detach from desires and expectations. A man once set out to find happiness. He believed that once he had enough money, fame, and the perfect life, he would finally be at peace. But every time he achieved a goal, joy lasted only for a moment before fading. It felt like happiness was always just out of reach. One day, a wise monk handed him a handful of sand and said, "Hold it tightly." The man clenched his fist, only to feel the grains slipping through his fingers. The monk smiled. Life is like this. The tighter you grip, the more it escapes you. Lesson: true happiness doesn't come from acquiring more. It comes from letting go. When you release attachment to specific outcomes, you open yourself up to true peace. You only lose what you cling to. Buddha. Rule number 3, practice compassion. A young boy found a wounded bird struggling on the ground. He could have ignored it like so many others, but instead he picked it up, wrapped it in his scarf, and took care of it. Weeks later, the bird healed and flew away. And the boy? He didn't feel loss. He felt joy. Lesson: kindness isn't just about helping others. It's about transforming yourself. When you treat others and yourself with compassion, you plant the seeds of peace in your own heart. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Dalai Lama. Conclusion: the path to inner peace. Ultimately, peace is not something you find outside. It is something you create within. Let go of what you cannot control. Detach from desires and expectations. Practice compassion. Live in the present moment. Now, ask yourself, what is holding your soul back? Are you ready to release it to find true peace? If this video resonates with you, hit like and subscribe to receive more content that helps you live with serenity. True peace does not lie in rules, but in wisdom.